Hello students, welcome to Miss Lori's Early Years. My name is Teacher Lori. Good job students. Happy March. Yes, do you notice my classroom has changed? Do you see a lot of green? What happens in the month of March? How about St. Patty's Day? We have Lucky Leprechaun, Lucky Clover, and the students are wearing their St. Patty hats. What else happens in the month of March? Well, spring into learning. We have flowers blooming in March. Yes, who loves spring? Me, I love flowers. I like St. Patty's Day. Notice my St. Patty nails. Good job. Okay, students, notice I'm wearing my Cat in the hat, which means today is story time. In the last class, we read a story about cold-blooded fish and how they breathe oxygen with their gills. Yes, good job. Today, we're going to learn about warm-blooded mammals that live in the sea. I wonder if anybody can guess what lives in the sea, has little holes at the top of their head. Whales, porpoises, and dolphins. Yes, good job. So, remember what I talked about last time. If you read, you will learn, you will know, and the places you will go. So follow me to Miss Lori's story time. Let's go. Okay, students, put on your listening ears. We are going to read A Whale of a Tale, all about porpoises, dolphins, and whales. Notice the cat in the hat in a boat with his students. Is everyone ready? Let's go. A Whale of a Tale. What's the story today? Funny that you should ask. We're going to take on a whale of a task. To learn about whales and their smaller relations, porpoises and dolphins, the group called cetaceans. So please hang on tight as we lower down toward the boat that we soon will be sailing aboard. One very large boat, the best in the nation, Captain McElligot's cetacean station. Okay, look at our cetacean station. Like monkeys and donkeys and dogs, cats and camels, whales, porpoises, and dolphins are all kinds of mammals. What else is a mammal? People are mammals. Cetaceans might look like the fish in the sea, but cetaceans are closer to you and to me. They're warm-blooded like us, but with fins and no legs. They give birth to live babies and do not lay eggs. Fish breathe through gills like that cod over there. But cetaceans blow holes like noses breathe air. So let's look at the difference. So here's a fish. A fish breathes with its gills and it lays eggs. And here are whales. They have fins, but they also have a blowhole. They breathe oxygen through the air. This is a baby pygmy right whale, okay? And they have no legs like people have legs. So a whale is a mammal and people are mammals. But people have legs and whales have fins. And we're all warm-blooded, which means we stay the same temperature inside whether it is cold or hot outside. Land mammals have bodies all covered with hairs. Cetaceans have just a few spare hairs on theirs. Our hair keeps us warm, but their fat does the trick. Sometimes, like a mattress, it's 2 whole feet thick. Now, the fat is called blubber. Blubber. Another big difference between whales and fish, thing 1 and thing 2 can explain if you wish. Okay, fish flap their tails side to side when they go, but whales flip theirs upward and downward like so. So let's look at a fish tail. A fish tail goes from side to side, but a whale's tail goes up and down. Fish, whale. Some cetaceans catch food with teeth in their head. Others use something called baleen instead. Baleen grows in rows and forms sort of a grill for straining the tiny sea critters called krill. But toothed or baleen, cetaceans don't chew. They swallow food whole. That's all that they do. Some whales even swallow some things by mistake, a bucket, a boot, or a big rubber snake. So let's look at some of these. So here are some teeth in a whale. And then here are what they call baleen. Baleen. And krill are the little things that they filter through. Now this is a right whale. Okay. Here's a killer whale or an orca. Here's a Gulf porpoise. Then you have the sperm whale at the bottom. Most cetaceans we know like to swim in a troop. A pod is the name that we give to this group. If danger is near, they will sound an alert to keep their young safe and help those who are hurt. So let's look at false killer whales. So what do you see here? I see a shark with teeth. Now remember, sharks are cold-blooded fish, but whales are warm-blooded mammals. Because it is smallish, the porpoise is shy. It swims near the shore and does not leap up high. Only Dahl's porpoise swims out in the sea 30 miles an hour. The porpoise speedy. Now let's look at the porpoise. These are porpoises. We can all play a game, so let's make a start. Porpoise or dolphin? Who can tell them apart? Porpoise teeth are flat, dolphins are cones. Porpoise noses are shorter with delicate bones. Porpoise or dolphin, it's easy to spot. Dolphins' noses are long, but porpoises are not. Okay, so let's see. Is this a dolphin or a porpoise? Who can tell me? A dolphin, and this is a porpoise. Good job. Very good. Okay. Of dolphins, there are about 35 types. Some dolphins have patches and others have stripes. These markings are really a very good way of hiding the dolphins as they hunt their prey. The smallest is 5 feet from its nose to its tail. The largest is orca, or the killer whale. So let's look at a Rizzo's dolphin, a Fraser's dolphin, and a short-beaked common dolphin. Then over here we have the Hector's dolphin, the orca, or the killer whale. Good job. Bottlenose leaps forward as neat as you please. The dusky leaps backward and does it with ease. The one we call spinner, McElligott nose, spins round in the air like a top this guy goes. And sometimes a spinner will come to a stop and peer out of the water. It's called a spy hop. Oh, this looks really cool. So the bottlenose leaps forward, but the dusky leaps backwards. And the spinner. Who likes the spinner dolphin? Whoa, that's pretty cool. This humpback is very odd-looking mammal. Its back has a hump like the land-living camel. This dolphin's a boto, and what would you think if I told you the boto has skin that is pink? The dolphin has a way of looking around by forming a picture that's made out of sound. It sends out a sound at a high, steady rate. The sound bouncing back makes its jawbone vibrate. Okay, so let's look at the Indo-Pacific humpback dolphin. Look at this. Indo-Pacific humpback dolphin. Then we have the boto dolphin. Boto dolphin. Now, we were talking about the dolphin has a way of looking around by forming a picture that's made of sound. Let's look at this. This is the sound waves. So outgoing signal, Irrawaddy dolphin. So this is an Irrawaddy dolphin sending out a signal. Returning echoes. Let's look at returning echoes. You can't hardly see it. It's this little picture right here. This is a returning echo. And echolocation is the word that we call the underwater way that dolphins see all. Most dolphins could win Mommy of the Year. They care for their young and keep them quite near. When dolphins are born, a nurse dolphin is there to bring baby up to breathe in its first air. And when mom goes to a hunt, why, this thoughtful critter leaves baby behind with the babysitter. So dolphins have to come out of the water to breathe air. I bet you are thinking, hey, what about whales? The biggest comes last. Oh, that trick never fails. Whales, as a rule, like to stay on the move, as all of our studies can easily prove. In tropical seas, in the winter they breed. In the summer they swim toward the poles to feed. Some scientists tag whales with sensors or plates to study their habits, their lives, and their traits. So let's look at the sei whales. The sei whales. Look at those. And then let's look at a fin whale. Fin whale right here. It's a fin whale. Right there. Now, the feeding areas, northern summer and southern winter, northern winter and southern summer. So breeding areas and feeding areas. The sperm whale can dive down on 1 mile or more. Its rich blood and muscles are up to the chore. A cave in its head that's the size of a Jeep weighs down the whale's body and helps it sink deep. So let's look at a sperm whale. This big whale is called a sperm whale. Okay. Some whales we have found have teeth much more like beaks. They live far from the land, but we've had a few peaks. The narwhal's long tooth is a tusk. As you see, it might work as a sword or an ice pick, maybe. Let's look at some dolphins. This is a Baird's. Actually, let's look at these whales. A Baird's beaked whale. Baird's beaked whale is this one right here. A Blainville's beaked whale is this one right here. A Cuvier's beaked whale right here. This one right here. Okay, and what's the one with the unicorn? It's a narwhal. Yes, good job. One day you might hear a big and loud splash. A whale has leapt up and come down with a crash. We call this act breaching, and no person, not one, knows why the whales do this, perhaps just for fun. The best breachers of all are these whales, they say, humpback and sperm, right whale and gray. Oh, wow, look at these cool-looking whales. So let's look at the gray whale. So this one's a gray whale. This one is a humpback whale, and there's the sperm whale. Okay, and look at the right whales. These are right whales. The ocean is loud with the sounds of whales talking. They're clicking and groaning and moaning and squawking. Why is it whales talk? To communicate who, what, why, and where, and if they'll be late. The humpback's sweet song won Mick Elligott's heart. It even showed up on the pop music chart. Ooh, has anybody ever heard a whale song? A whale song. Listen in the movies when you hear whales. You might hear a whale song. Dick and Sally all set? Oh, this will be a blast. Here comes the blue whale. The biggest comes last. The blue whale is big, and for what it is worth, it's the biggest thing living in sea or on earth. The blue whale is big, yes indeed, and what's more, bigger still than the biggest dinosaur. The story of the porpoise, the dolphin, and the whale, you have to admit, is a whale of a tale. Oh, I learned about a lot of cool-looking whales and dolphins today. How about you? Let's see if you can pick out the ones that are the most common, the orca or the killer whale, the sperm whale, the humpback whale, or the blue whale. And don't forget the narwhal with the unicorn. Good job. Okay, students, let's go over a few words in our glossary. Cetaceans are water mammals of the order Cetacea, including dolphins, porpoises, and whales that share common features like nearly hairless bodies, flat, usually notched tails, and arm-like front flippers. Communicate is to share or spread information. Mammals are warm-blooded animals living either on land or in the sea with backbones, hair on their bodies, and the ability to make milk to feed their young. Sensors, devices that can read a signal. Straining, passing through a net or filter to separate solids from liquids. Traits, the details or qualities that make a living thing different from other living things. Vibrate, to move back and forth at a very rapid rate. Good job. Okay, students, so the two stories that we have read so far, cold-blooded fish that breathe oxygen with their gills, warm-blooded mammals that live in the sea, have fins, no legs, have to come up to breathe oxygen from the air. And there are many different kinds of dolphins and whales we learned today. So I hope you enjoyed our story today. And I will see you next time. Okay, parents, I hope you enjoyed story time today about a whale of a tale. Please like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to turn on your notifications, and I will see you next time. Have a great day. Goodbye.